Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 21 of the Crowdsourced challenge. Let's get the wheels spinning, find out what our new rule is. That's actually a good rule. I have to use beacons on the road. I'm gonna put a €250 fine on that if I don't do it, and yeah, it's gonna be up to you guys to police that because I'm gonna keep forgetting that's a rule. So without further ado, let's get in game and see what I've got planned for today. So I said today we would be seeding. I lied. I changed my mind. I thought it'd be a bit more fun to get the Abbey out on the back of the fast track and do a bit of slurry spreading in field 19 because that's the shortest run from the slurry pit. Conveniently, before I even started recording, I had the beacons on, so no complaints today. Field 19 is now finished. You can see the harvester's parked up over there. I might leave the harvester there. That's not a bad spot for it. Ooh, I've just had a really, actually quite smart idea. Control S. Let's get lines on and auto width on. Let's, is that? Yes, it has set an A point, good. Let's actually GPS the slurry, because that makes sense to me. There we go. There we go. So we're going to be spreading slurry today with the Abbey. You can see there is some sort of texture going down on the grass, or the grass on the field. I'm not entirely sure if it's a good texture or a bad texture. And it kind of makes sense to me to slurry before we rip the ground up, because then it pushes the slurry down into the ground. I will be going no-till because unless a field specifically tells me, oh yeah, you've got to plough this field, I'm not going to plough it, not with the 5 furrow. Once we can afford to get a subsoiler that can work as a kind of a chisel plough and I guess cultivator all in one, then I will definitely go for yeah, I'll definitely be open to doing that. Since the last video, obviously I streamed yesterday, and in the stream we finished harvesting this field. We finished the baling in field 15, and we got the bales triple stacked, so at some point I will be moving the bales, possibly on camera, possibly actually off camera. I might do, that is one of the few things that I might do off camera, moving them over to the sheds there. The straw bales I'll almost definitely move off camera because that's just going to be a bit of a pain. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up just one segment with the bales. That's kind of what the plan is, and that's kind of where I was going with the, like, choosing those sheds as they're segmented, so it makes it easier for me to decide where the bales go. And before somebody asks, can this go any faster? No, it can't. Its top speed is 8. Also, this is one of the pieces of equipment where I don't care if it's going a bit slower than it should, because it looks amazing when it's worn down. In fact, it's by CD. His wear textures, for some reason, are just better than the textures he puts on the actual equipment when it's, like, supposed to be good. So, I don't know. I've just got a thing for his wear textures, I guess. It's only at 69% though. I say only. It's only mostly worn out after 2 fields. Which kind of makes me think that the vehicle wears a bit fast. Can I turn that down? Can I turn the vehicle wear rate down? No, it doesn't look like it. Crop growth is back on, by the way. And obviously I got weeds and everything. What the hell was that? I have something open in the background that I shouldn't. I'll tab out a game real quick. Something just made some noises at me. There's nothing open in the background, I'm confused. Something just did like a chime. I have no idea what it was. Yeah, that's really just... What was that? I don't even know if that's going to come out in the video. Because this isn't some bit that I'm doing where I like play the Undertaker gong and set up a scene that's completely black. I have no idea what that was. Or even if you could hear it. My sanity may slowly be dripping away now. This may be the video where you finally see me lose what little of my sanity is left in real time. But the plan for today is spread some slurry. I might do some seeding afterwards. There is a minor issue though. And it's a bit of an interesting minor issue. We have €1,100 left in the bank account. And all the seeds that I have are currently in the seeder. All of them. Every single litre of seed that I had bought has now either been put in a field or into the seeder itself. So I'm not entirely sure what to do when, and it is definitely a when at this point. When I run out of money, not if. I could possibly sell some more milk, assuming there is enough milk to sell, like a few thousand litres, but I don't think there will be. I could, I guess, sell some manure. Much as I hate selling manure, that is something that I could, in theory, sell over at Rainbow Ridge. How much milk is there? Because luckily the cows will just give me a number. 300 litres. That's not enough. Why are the cows giving me different... Oh, because it's updating. Why are the cows giving me different numbers for the slurry when I'm pulling slurry out of the tanker? Dave, you need to look at what you're doing and then stop questioning what the game is doing, because the game doesn't update in real time sometimes. Oh yeah. Whoops. I forget that like everything to do with the animals updates in like ticks as opposed to in real time, and I always get kind of concerned when it's like, why is that not showing properly, Dave? You've just done a thing. That would probably be why. I do need to at some point make more TMR for the cows. That's probably something I'll keep to a stream, because, or even off camera, because I might explain why I do, like, say, you know, oh, I'm going to keep that for a stream, I'm going to keep that for a stream. It's because the streams tend to be the more really repetitive stuff that I can do for, or that I do for a bit longer. So, stuff like finishing the baling a field, stuff like, you know, triple stacking stuff. A lot of the seeding is going to be done in streams. This is probably going to be finished off in a stream. It just helps me to not do the same job 3 days in a row in videos, or, you know, have a video of seeding, then one of slurry, then one of seeding, then one of slurry. It just kind of breaks things up quite nicely to be able to, like, do 2 hours of off-camera work, or what would normally be off-camera work. What will happen though this week, or this coming week, is Monday. My hope is, as my sister, I believe, is finished on night shifts, which she is on at the moment, the hope is that I will be able to get up early, which is asking a big question of me, record a few videos, and then do some flight sim streaming on YouTube. Which I know that a lot of you guys don't particularly enjoy the flight sim streams, but I don't normally stream on a Monday, so if I do, it'll be a game that I want to play. to play. Because like if I've been recording for 2-3 hours, which is my plan on Monday, I don't particularly want to play another 2 hours of Farm Sim. I want to be able to sit down and, you know, do a few flights in X-Plane instead, or, you know, do a strategy game, or chill out and just not play a game at all, and, you know, do all the rendering and stuff, and the boring bits of doing YouTube. I don't want to, you know, sit down and do 2 more hours of Farm Sim, because that's just a recipe for me getting really annoyed during a stream. But I don't mind, like, doing the 2 hours of stream, and you can see what time it is now, and I'm only just recording. You know, nearly 11 o'clock. I'm going to record 2 videos now, back to back. And I have a plan for tomorrow's video, related very much to something I said earlier on in this video, and I'll probably... Do I want to save this as a GPS course? Will I be using this slurry spreader enough that this is going to be a worthwhile GPS? Is it just the direction this is? I'm going to save this as a course and see what happens here. Create track. Track name is going to be Field 19 Slurry Testima Bob, and save track. Okay, so that should now be good as a, like, saved track. And I have no idea what that means. Does it even save the width, or does it just, like, save the AB line? Because if it just saves the AB line, that's going to be awesome, and I can just set 2 AB lines. Because I can set one in this direction and one in the other direction. And it looks like this is going to be the last pass in this direction, just again because I like splitting. I really like splitting this field because it becomes awkward, like doing these much shorter passes along that side of the field, when I could just as easily do long passes. I suppose I could do the long passes across the majority of the field now that I think about it, because yeah, I've just realised that I'm at 90 degrees to where I probably should be for this field, because that side there is not as big as this side here. I don't think. I could be wrong. I may well be wrong. But definitely if I were to split the field... Yeah, it'd probably be better if I actually set the AB line along, like that edge, this edge here that I'm coming up to, and just started at the top of the field. Oh, that stopped for a headland. Which reminds me, I probably should have done a headland on this field. I'm gonna do a headland. I'm gonna go refill the tanker and do a headland. So that means I can turn off... I can turn off show lines. Because if I'm doing a headland, I don't need the lines to tell me where the passes are going to be. And the headland's just going to give me space to turn around. By the way, it might seem odd that I'm pulling a U-turn here effectively and reversing in. This, I have determined, is the best way for me to get slurry out, is to just back up in here, because I could drive in forwards and use the sheep shed, but or whatever shed that is there, but that'll get really awkward really quickly. So this is probably just a better idea for right now. Also, this is the last of the slurry that I cheated in. If you remember when the Abbey was put out on CD's Facebook page, I threw, like, I think it was a full slurry tank into the map, which is 700,000 litres. Yeah, that's the last of it there, the last 500,000. So We are going through the slurry faster than the cows are making it, which is why I don't want to make this farm fully organic. The plans for Field 15, by the way, which is remaining grass, is that Field 15 is going to turn into a bit of a cash cow field. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just start growing silage there, using that for silage. And I'll set something up over the BGA to sell silage. Assuming we can, of course, buy the BGA. We kind of need, you know, I'm putting the cart before the horse here, because you need to buy the BGA in order to sell silage at the BGA. Unless I set up some really weird convoluted course that actually takes, you know, the telehandler, I guess, the entire way around the map just to sell 1 bucket of silage every time. But yeah, the plan is that is going to be kind of a cash crop field for silage. I know that I said I wasn't going to do, you know, spamming silage to the BGA, and I'm not. The plan is, and this is the plan is as follows. The plan goes something like this. This is what the plan is. It is planned that I will just do that field like 2 or 3 times in silage, just to get the money up so that I can get some bigger equipment. As much as I love it, the Abbey's probably going to have to be replaced by a much bigger slurry spreader. Because 12.5 meters spread is a lot, but it's not enough. Also, that's one of the reasons I want to do silage at the BGA, is that produces slurry. And that's a really, really good, quick way of just getting, not necessarily perfect fill of slurry all the time, but it's a good way of having kind of an overflow for slurry. And making sure that I stop having to resort to loans. Which I strongly dislike doing, by the way. I did see one rule that's in the wheel that was like no courseplay, by the way. I don't remember putting it in. I might have to have a look at some of the rules that are in the wheel and make sure they're not completely evil. Although I think that was a time-limited rule. Oh, it was! Oh no, I remember the rule now. It's after, like... It is a time-limit rule. It's like, between these hours you're not allowed to have hired workers of courseplay, which is fine by me, because they're honestly usually the hours that I don't, I don't show on YouTube at all, and I usually skip between them because they get way too dark. The game gets way too dark at times to be of any use on the YouTubes. So there we go. I'm technically saving slurry by just driving over that segment. Probably actually not, but it makes me happy to think that I am. Yeah, in terms of tractors, this fast track is probably going to be the first thing to go. As fast as it is with the 40 km/h speed limit. I think I've said this before. With the speed limit, it really doesn't make sense to have a fast track. It would make more sense for me to have a bigger tractor that can power more stuff. Especially if I want to up the size of equipment on the farm. I want to have a bigger tractor that can pull more stuff, and it'll probably result in me going into the large category tractors. So it'll be something like maybe a 7R, maybe a T7. Something like that is what I'm considering right now. Kind of leaning more towards T7 because I don't want to have 2 John Deeres. And when it comes time to replace the Deere, I'll probably replace that straight up with a 7R. So what is in the large category that I'd want? This is kind of what I've been considering. The Optum, can this take a front loader? No. Can the T7? No. Can the Terrace? No. Can any of the large tractors take a front loader? No, so I'm going to have a smaller or medium tractor if I want a front loader on something. So that this can change wheel brands to Michelin. That's completely useless to me. Makes no difference in the field. Magnum, no front loader, yeah. So I would need to... Can this put a front loader on? No, I'm kind of glad that this... Challenger. Yes, this makes perfect sense. Hang on, you can brand this as a Jens. Why would you want to brand this as a Jens? Also, what? Okay, now I'm curious. What does the design color here change? Because nothing has gone orange. I mean, the rim color changes. And the main color changes. Oh, that's horrific. No, I'm leaving that now. Oh god, that was horrific. Why would anybody want a luminous orange fend? I might get one just to trigger Dusty Dave, but that would annoy me too, so... I don't know. The real question now, for me at least, is... how quickly can I make money? Because I do... This is my conundrum. I want to make money as quickly as I can, because it's farm sim, that's kind of the point of the game. But I also want to not make money so quickly that it feels like I'm cheating the system here, which is why I'm kind of a bit hesitant to use silage to do that, because silage is one of the... Grass silage is probably the easiest way to make money in the game. Because, like, you can actually make it for free once you have a mower and a loading wagon. Like, you don't need to fertilize grass, really. It probably helps if you do, but you don't need to. And by not fertilizing the grass, you're saving yourself costs, and sure, you get less yield, you know, that, but you're getting less yield of something that costs you nothing to put in there, in effect. And it's going to only make money for you. I wonder, is it more cost effective to now I'm thinking in portals. Is it better for money, for profit, to fertilize grass and make silage out of it, or to not fertilize grass and make pure profit out of it? Is there like a monetary difference in, like, you would literally have to penny pinch and count every like individual euro or dollar or pound of fertilizer that went in, which nobody's ever going to do. But would it be more cost effective to fertilize fully the grass, or to just leave it unfertilized? This is... I kind of wish somebody would do this experiment. Farm Sim Reddit, maybe? Because I'm kind of curious as to the cost-benefit analysis there. This is the way that I think sometimes. It's like, what is the most min-maxy way you could possibly do grass silage? Why, it doesn't matter how heavily you can min-max grass silage, because I want to know how to min-max grass silage most effectively. I may derp about, but I do min-max. Like, I'm not gonna do it, Hayden, don't ask, but the potato rant is all about min-maxing. Like, that is 100% min-maxing cost versus profit. Heck, even the crops that I've grown, oats is literally just a cash crop on this map. Or with this challenge, I should say. Because, like, it's worth a lot of money to begin with, and then, oh hey, I'm only allowed to sell during great demands. Oh, what a shame that I've got 700,000 litres of oats. I'm not going to grow more oats yet, though. I do want to grow crops in the meantime. Canola is, I think, fair game. Because canola I can feed to the pigs. Like, canola, wheat and barley I can pretty much grow as much as I want of, but I'm going to limit myself to oats every second seeding cycle. Try saying second seeding cycle 10 times fast. You will suddenly, and quite dramatically, forget how to use the English language. But yeah, every second time I seed, I will be probably seeding oats. I'm not gonna full-on spam it because that I feel would be cheating the challenge. It would also press down the price of oats to the point where it's like pointless to even do them. So I guess there's an element of min-max there, but like even with oats at a lowered price, they're still like nearly $1,000. Oh god, the price is still going down. I've depressed the price of oats so much that it's like even Rainbow Ridge is lowering the price. This is problematic. I'm thinking the next thing that I want to buy on this map though is sheep. Because wool, I think I said previously I'm going to count it as a crop. I don't think I should. I think animal produce shouldn't count as a crop. Because then like I could min-max wool horrifically badly and just save up like 20 pallets and oh look, there's a great demand, let's get all of the money ever. That would be cheating as well. Because like wool is independent of what crops you grow, the wool price, so that can go up and down at random. Crop prices, I believe at least, are influenced by what crops you're growing and like how much of them you've grown, which is why oats is hilariously that's why the price of oats is so low. Is like I've grown a lot of oats and as a result the market is like we don't actually want all of those oats, we're not going to pay much so that you don't flood the market with oats. Still don't quite understand why that one teeny bit of grass is there, but okay. And I think, on this note, I will call this an episode and pretty much jump straight into recording tomorrow's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching the Crowdsourced Challenge. As always, leave your likes, comments, dislikes, and subscribes, and banana skins, and weird rants that people have been leaving on the videos of late down below. I'm not complaining about them. It's just kind of odd for there to be very long messages on my videos. Because you're just like, Dave, why did you do that? I appreciate those, like the story time rants though. They're quite interesting. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.